Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Nina and this is your weekly tarot or weekly energy update. We are going to look at what's happening for you in the next 7 to 10 days. As usual, we have 3 groups in front of us. I have, by the way, started posting channel messages for each individual sign, very general messages, but which can get quite specific. So if you're interested, have a look at them. By the looks of it, I am not sure if many people have been updated of those videos. But yeah, I'm just experimenting. So if you're interested, have a look at those videos. Okay. So I'll see you in your timestamps. If you need more time, pause the video here. Hi Group 1, for those of you who've chosen Amethyst here, I'm going to start firstly with Lenormand cards and see what is up with you in the next 7 to 10 days. What does pile number 1 need to know? Amethyst. So we have the fish, the cross, and lastly the garden. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have the Tower. So this could have something to do with business, an organization, could be a job. This the garden is basically a place, so it could be an office as well. It doesn't have to be a specific any personal organization or personal sphere. This feels like you have a big decision to make with regards to your financial situation. You might even have an important meeting with somebody, an invitation to meet from somebody with regards to your finances. It could be with respect to business, it could be with respect to investments. There's some major decisions that you're taking, I feel, which are connected to your financial stability and prosperity and perhaps your business. Okay, all right. So I'm going to now pull some tarot cards for you. What does group number 1 need to know? We have the Devil. Oops. Justice. Okay. And let's take one more. Seven of Swords. For those of you who specifically have a healing or spiritual business, this could also be an important week, in which there's a lot of communication, there's a lot of meetings, a lot of interaction with people, especially if you do something online. And that's what this week is about for you, I feel. Okay, so yeah, it could be a spiritual or a healing business. We have the Sun at the bottom of the deck, which is amazing. Okay, so we have the Devil and Justice, which are both major arcana cards. So this definitely indicates that you are, again with the Justice card there, you are making some major decisions, you're weighing the pros and cons. You could also be entering into a contract of some sort, some agreement. But this is a lot of thinking, I feel, okay, about what it is that's going to be fruitful and beneficial to you is what I'm getting, okay? Especially if this has something to do with your finances, like I said. For others of you, there is a soul contract, okay, with somebody. Could be a Capricorn or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And there's some karma playing out in this situation, in this relationship. Okay, it could also be that um, somebody who has maybe wronged you, who has stolen, cheated, or deceived you in some way is getting their karmic payback in some way. Okay, and you're witnessing this in the next 7 to 10 days. That's not really the intention that we usually have. It's not a very spiritual thing to do, to wish, like, when people say, oh, you're gonna get your karma, like, it's not really advisable to think that way and to behave that way. But it feels like you could be just, silently witnessing it. You could be a spectator here. For others of you, this is you actually taking a good look at yourself, your reflection about, what are the seeds that you are sowing. Okay, so this is where we get a bit esoteric. To me, justice is cause and effect. Okay, that's how also the law of attraction works. So what are you sowing? What are the seeds that you're sowing? Are they based in doubt, in fear, in limitations, in feeling small, in maybe you have like an imposter syndrome and you're underplaying yourself, you're doubting yourself? If that is something that you're doing, this is the week where you're seeing through a lot of your own patterns, okay, a lot of your own karmic entanglements, and you're taking a good hard look at what is being reflected back to you in terms of your immediate environment and circumstances. If they are not good, if you are selling yourself short in some way, it's going to be very evident, and you're then going to take this charge. You're going to make this big decision to make some changes there. Okay, the garden can also imply that you are actually like changing your environment in some way. Okay, yeah, we have G Hope here. Okay, I didn't put those lights on, let me just do that. Okay, so this card here does suggest that you may be falling prey to some goblins from the past, or those monsters under the bed. There are some irrational fears and doubts that you may be falling prey to. Of course, this is all an illusion. It is all in your mind. Okay, and look how similar these cards are in terms of their colors and their theme. They're also pretty dark. Okay, so you might be doing some shadow work, especially this week, in which you're taking a hard look at, not in a judgmental way. Okay, you're just being very aware of your thoughts, the way your thoughts are turning into things. Do you like those things? If not, do you want to sow new seeds in the form of new thoughts and new mindset? Okay, those are the things I feel you will be tackling this week. Expect powerful change. This is a good omen. New moon eclipse. Healer of the ages. Yeah. And the amethyst is really good for healing, and if you are called to working with that stone, you might want to. This also reflects a lot of those colors. Okay, these violet purple colors of the amethyst. We have stone people, vigilance, never ending story, number 37, and I want to say, cut yourself some slack, because this is something that we are meant to see during retrograde periods, and we are right now. Like the outer planets, big major planets are in retrograde, like Venus and Mercury. And Mercury has to do with the mind, with communication, with habits. So that's what is being highlighted here, okay, for you. Just cut yourself some slack. You're just meant to see this right now, become aware of this, and try to bring in change. Okay, this is the time for you to heal those patterns, especially if they are holding you back in some a very tangible way, like they may be affecting your beliefs about money, about your abundance, and you're failing to perhaps even notice the blessings and the abundance around you because of this overthinking or a never ending loop of a story playing in your head, okay, which could be based in a lot of self criticism, Moon in Virgo kind of energy. Just go easy on yourself, okay? We have the golden stars. The stars are lining up for the perfect opportunity now. See, there's always something to salvage a situation. So this vigilance may also have to do with people around you. There could be some people around you also who may be, feeding into your fears and doubts, and who may be even critical of you. And this card comes up typically when we are supposed to take a look at our habits and that story that is playing in our mind, that little voice which is not true, okay? It's there because it's something that you have imbibed perhaps through maybe your family karma or family lineage, okay? And it's not true. It's something that you've just accepted as the truth. There's so much more to you than that. I want to read a little bit from the guidebook for that card because I think it'll be helpful to you. And we have number 33 here, 33, 37, the ending of a cycle, bringing back balance into your life, and 51 again comes down to 6. You're going to heal this, okay? So hang in there. Number 37. There we go. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. And that could be taking place in this environment of yours as well, okay? The cross is like, it's also very karmic, like I said. It's the burden or the cross that you need to bear in this lifetime, okay? Not forever, okay? When you become aware of it, you're able to break through and break free from that karmic pattern, okay? You do not need to carry that cross forever. There's a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt, loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary drama. It's the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. I want to underline that, easily soothed. So you can soothe this part of yourself. You don't need to reject it. I know it's easier said than done. You just need to have a talk with it, okay? As ridiculous as that may sound, have a talk with it. I think Teal Swan has this video in which, there are different parts of yourself having, like, she's facilitating like a conversation between two conflicting parts of yourself. One which may actually want something better, something bigger, better, and wants something that the other part thinks you're not worthy of. Okay, so sit down and have that conversation with yourself. Ask yourself, where is this coming from? Is this really true? Am I really unworthy of this? Who told me this? Or when did I start believing in this? Is this my truth? And you'll find out. Let's okay, we have actions speak loudly, express your love through actions and love towards yourself as well. Okay, demonstrate love. So this is all talking about taking action and demonstrating love, being vocal about it. Maybe do some mirror exercises that would really help you. Okay, about tackle with this sense of maybe fear, doubt, self-loathing, sense of unworthiness, rejection. At the bottom of the deck, another express card, express love through gifts. So be kind to yourself, okay? And take it easy. It's a phase, it's meant to show us something, and it's meant ultimately for us to be able to heal, okay? Wishing you all the best, and I hope this helps. I'll see you again later. Have a great week. Bye-bye. Hi, group 2. For those of you who've chosen Tiger's Eye and Pyrite, I'm getting strong Leo energy from this. Also a sense of protection, of your like energetic protection. And I feel like you may be afraid to take charge, afraid to grab the reins of your life in some way and take on a bigger and a more out there sort of leadership role, whether it's being offered to you or you have this intuition, this intuitive nudge to do something like that for yourself, okay? But either way, this is calling on you to take on this leadership role and lead your life, okay? Take charge of it. We have the book, the key, and the dog, okay. And we have the rider at the bottom of the deck. Some of you could be getting some news with regards to an opportunity. Could be a job opportunity for some of you. For others of you, you're discovering something here about a friend or a colleague or someone who is like a closed book, okay? Someone who's very mysterious. So you might be even making a new friend this week, okay? And with the key there next to the book, this is about uncovering something, and it could be also within yourself, okay? What are you loyal to? What are you committed to? So whatever that is at the moment, that is what you're discovering more about, is what I'm seeing, okay? And the key is an all-round success and solutions-based card, so that's a very good omen. Let's pull some tarot cards for you. What does group 2 need to know about the next 7 to 10 days? Knight of Swords, okay. So there is perhaps some information, some opportunity coming your way. The Star, that's beautiful. And we have Death, okay. So you have two major arcana cards here. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. So you could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or could be dealing with one, okay. Very simply, this is seeming to me like a wish fulfillment, okay. There is some dream of yours which is likely to come true in the next 7 to 10 days, okay. And this calls for an absolute 360-degree turn in your life. So this could be something really big, because the impact that it has on your life is, it's going to change something forever. It's going to alter your path maybe. Perhaps this is, for instance, a new job that you get, or you've been waiting for like success in a particular venture and it finally happens, okay. That sort of a thing. And also with the Star and the key there, I do feel like there's some impending issue or problem that you finally find the solution for, and it brightens up your life, okay. And it puts to an end perhaps that difficult chapter, difficult phase of your life, okay. So there's a renewal of hope here. There's a renewal of of your dreams and aspirations. You're feeling charged up again, you're feeling like you're ready to go, and you are on top of your game. You're feeling inspired again as well, is what I'm getting. Okay, so you might even be studying something, you might be learning something during this week, and it could have perhaps even something to do with occult studies, astrology, something like that, and you're going for it. Okay, because you're feeling this pull and you're very motivated, it's calling to you. So go for it, I would say, and be committed to it, because I feel like it could really pay off in a big way. All right. For some of you, this could be like somebody returning from the past. Okay, could be the rebirth of a connection that was severed. Could be with a friend, a colleague or sibling, anybody like that. Okay, but someone who is more like a peer rather than an authority figure. We have the bodacious Buddha. Okay. It's funny because the dog is usually someone who's very supportive and helpful. Okay, and with this card here, there's a different energy that this dog person basically could take up. Okay, it could be that somebody is trying to be really helpful, but what they're doing is perhaps very impulsive, or they may be how some people they're always trying to be helpful, they're always trying to be supportive, but they end up making the situation worse. You kind of want to be a little careful of somebody like that in your life in the next 7 to 10 days. Like, do not, so take on that leadership role for yourself. Okay, and don't give any major responsibility, let's say, or if you're delegating work, don't delegate it to somebody who is not all that, maybe someone who probably does not know the ins and outs of that particular work. Okay, just be careful there. Show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. To the sea, number 7. Okay, we'll preach. Okay, and lastly we have follow the signs. Okay, there are some big answers coming your way in this. The key has this energy of destiny, like the star. You could actually be looking for answers. You might be somebody who's been at sea, who's been feeling a bit lost, or who's been feeling like, I'm not sure if I'm on the right path. And you might actually alter your path this week, or you might receive those answers from the divine or through somebody. It could be, by accident, so like quote unquote accident or coincidence, that you get your answer. Okay, you get that big yes or big no that you've been looking for. Okay, or you've been looking for some sense of direction and you get this aha moment this week. Okay, and it calls for a big change, either in your mindset or quite literally in your life. Okay, so yeah, it feels like you're also ready to shine brightly. The star is an Aquarius card as well, so you have full moon in Aquarius. Show the world the real you and do something different. Okay, experiment. If there's something that you want to take up a class, you want to learn something that you don't know much about. Okay, and there's some friend maybe trying to like turn the knob and encourage you, hey, let's go, let's do this, give it a shot. Okay, because you never know, if it is especially some intuitive hit that you're getting, follow it, okay? Because you're going to get some big aha moment or some answer that you've been probably scratching your head over for a while, okay? Look around you for clues. The answer to your question is right in front of you. And there's this funny situation that's coming to my mind. Like, it could be that someone, happens to help you in some way, but they don't do a very good job of it. There's a bit of mishap, let's say, but through that experience you find out like a major answer, okay? And do not discount it, is what I'm being called to say. For instance, I'm just telling you something personal here, and I don't know why I need to tell you this, but maybe it has something to do with your situation. My early on, when I just got into tarot, like a couple of some years back, that's when my mom didn't even know that I had purchased a tarot deck, and I was learning it, and I was really digging my nose in it and discovering so much. And she has had absolutely nothing to do with tarot or maybe astrology, but like she doesn't have any knowledge of it, okay? And she's never ever spoken about tarot with me before. And just out of the blue, like seemingly unexpectedly, she uttered from her mouth, that when we go to so and so place, you could actually, open your own little tarot counter or something like that. And I was so shook. I was staring at her. My jaw dropped, and I was like, what? So it's really funny how the divine works, okay? You can get confirmation, signs, anyhow, okay? Just be open to that and leave the door open, okay? Spirit will show you the signs, is what I'm being guided to say here. So you are probably having, some similar questions about your destiny, what you're meant to do here, things like that, okay? So pay attention to these detours or these sudden, coincidences, and try something new, okay? You might just surprise yourself. Let's get some relationship cards. Love is all around you. There's love everywhere, all the time. Simply acknowledge this as the truth. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions, okay? And be authentic. So you've got two cards here which talk about being authentic and being true to who you are. Don't doubt yourself, okay? And have fun with it. Experiment, okay? New love at the bottom of the deck. And Aquarius is a very innovative, highly innovative energy. It's not about doing the tried and tested at all. It's about owning your weirdness, okay? So even if it seems very weird, if you're feeling called to do it, try it. Just try it, okay? That's what I have for you. Group number 2. This was interesting, and I'll leave you there. Have a wonderful week ahead. This looks so interesting. Take care and God bless. Bye. Hi, group 3. For those of you who've chosen this black tourmaline, let's pull out some Lenormand cards for you. Okay. I feel like there's something. You may be, there's either some pent-up emotions that you're suppressing, and it's starting to show, or this dam is ready to burst, is what I'm getting. And the other thing that I'm getting here is that there could be some something about deep down, something about yourself that hue, it's rising to the surface now. It's beginning to glisten, it's beginning to glow, and this is something positive. Okay, could be a talent, a skill, uh, could be even an interest, a hobby that you want to pursue, and it's like rising to the surface now for you to see it. Okay, okay, let's get some Lenormand cards for you. We have the Tower, the House, and the Anchor. Okay, so this is a very comfort zone kind of energy. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Letter. Okay, so the Tower and Anchor and the House, you could be, doing some home-based business or working from home basically. Okay, but with the House there and the Anchor and actually the Tower, these are all very, very stable, secure energies. Okay, so you might be like a bit too comfortable right now, in the sense that it could be hindering your growth in some way. Maybe you want to do something, you want to, get out there and explore something, but you're afraid to step out of your comfort zone in some way. Okay, it could also be that if you have been traveling of late, maybe this is a week when you start to settle down, like at home. You start to maybe decorate your home and, enjoy it, enjoy the comfort as well. Okay, let's pull some tarot cards for you. What does group number 3 need to know? And the House is represented by the King of Hearts in the playing card system. So this could be somebody like that who you may be dealing with. Okay, at work, could be a boss, and you're just getting acclimatized to that environment perhaps. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands. So change of some sorts. 5 of Swords. Okay, and the King of Wands. I'm going to get one more card for clarity. 3 of Pentacles. So for many of you, this could be at work. Okay, there may be a few like annoyances. Knight of Cups wants to come out for some reason. You just make a note of it. There could be like some, now these are minor arcana. Okay, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. I see these as like bureaucracy, too much paperwork, red tapeism, too many obstacles and hurdles to cross to get to somewhere, or just people being, idiotic. Like what? Sometimes that's just it. They want to create obstacles for you. They want to like get to you the way this raven is getting to this person, and he's like, what? Stop annoying me, So this can be like minor annoyances this week. You could be surrounded by people, and the house does not necessarily have to be house per se. It can also be a place or work. Okay, it's a close group of people basically. So in the background here, interestingly, there's this mountain, okay, which this one person is reaching towards. There's some blood spilled here, I think. Strange. So obviously this victory comes at a cost. So this usually implies that there's some, power play going on. There's one-upmanship, and somebody is being a stubborn ass. Okay, let me just put it that way. And they want to have the last word, or they want to win at all costs. So it might be like one of those weeks, where you need to basically stand up for yourself. You need to be stubborn yourself, okay, and within your own rights, of course. not throwing tantrums or anything, because there are other people who might do that anyway. So you need to focus on also the end game. Okay, don't allow these distractions and annoyances to get to you, because there's something that you are creating, there's something that you're building for yourself, and it might be that you need to, step over these hurdles and these annoyances to get to that place, but you will get there. So it's a bit of kind of like a Mercury retrograde energy, in which these annoyances get in the way, and where you probably need to go from step 1, 2 and 3 to reach there. Now you'll have step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to your goal, that sort of a thing. Especially when it comes to documentation, communication, collaboration, okay, and things that have also to do with the internet. So these could be a bit annoying for you, but I feel like you will be able to overcome all of that, okay. And like I said, you might be discovering something about yourself. Maybe you surprise yourself the way you stand up for yourself and handle this situation beautifully. You could surprise yourself, but there could also be some hobby, some talent that you have, that you are exploring this week, okay. So yeah, keep your eyes on the prize. Can't make this up, can we? So we have the Three of Pentacles there, and we have 4 pixies here, a collective of pixies. So sometimes it's difficult to work in a group, and you might be working in a group in which there are some stubborn ass people who are like, no, but this is how we've always done it. We don't want to innovate this, okay, let's and there may be some passive aggressive kind of characters, and they get nosy, or they try to pull strings and or do some gossip and go behind your back to that sort of a thing. I'm getting like this image of when we play musical chairs, and people cheat all the time in that game, or they pull the chair so that the person falls down instead of sitting on it, that kind of nonsense. So this collection of pixies is telling me that you gotta kind of be patient here, okay. This is about joyful collaboration and coming together, joyful participation, okay, and putting in your bit of duty to whatever this is, okay, because it is a collective after all. The answers you need are coming. We saw, I think, the envelope there. Yeah, the letter. So you could be receiving that communication finally, something that you have been waiting for. Full moon in Gemini. Okay, we have journey number 2. It's funny how I was talking about documentation and all that. Maybe you are applying for some visa or immigration or something like that, and you need to tolerate and you need to be able to collaborate with certain people who you don't get along with, okay. No place like home. So there's a lot of emphasis here on home as well. Look at the house and the home. Lightning, power. Now if the King of Wands does not exude power, then who does? Okay, I mean the Emperor does as well, but this is about taking back your power, okay. And power can be used productively, and it can be used in a destructive manner. All of us have power, but it's latent most of the time, because it's latent. We don't even realize how much of it we can exercise and how much of it we have, okay. So this is a week where you will need to tune into your power, okay. Not in a forceful way, but in a self-assured way, when you stand tall with your shoulders in a good posture, basically, with your shoulders erect and you're not drooping, you're confident. It shows, okay? So I'm just giving you an example here, okay? But the idea is to not back down, okay? Not allow people to get to you in any way. And to be really comfortable in your own skin. Even if people around you might be trying to change you in some way. Let's say you've joined a new job, okay, and you're just getting to know these people and they're being a-holes, okay, and trying to sort of pull you down with them, you know, that crab mentality, or they are trying to make you like them. But you have these amazing ideas and you're confident of yourself, okay, you're comfortable in your own skin. You don't need to back down. But yes, to some extent you will need to, like, you know, get the job done eventually and collaborate to that extent with them, okay? Tolerate dreams. Your dreams may be more vivid and intense than usual. So you've got a lot of this orangish sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra energy here. And in the beginning I was talking about something being dormant, something being latent, okay? I feel like it's your power. It's like, you know, kundalini rising. So perhaps you're just discovering for the first time in your life, or maybe after a long time, how bloody powerful you are, okay? That's what I'm feeling here. And yes, pay attention to your dreams, because you could also get these answers through your dreams, for that matter. During Mercury retrograde, usually we do have very intense dreams, so you might be receiving a lot of those answers which are not coming in direct forms, you know, indirectly. So pay attention to that. Miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. And this card usually comes up for me when you have to search for the gift in the situation because it doesn't seem too appealing, okay? Yeah. Let's get one more. How many house cards are you going to get? Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. And it takes a group of people to build a home. So maybe you do need to somehow find a way to work with these people, is what I'm getting. Bottom of the deck, we have true love. This could be entirely, you know, in terms of a relationship. You're trying to make this work, but you do have a lot of conflict, a lot of issues. And it could be a temporary phase in which there's some travel involved as well. Perhaps you're moving homes, and it's getting, you know, really taxing. But I feel like by the end of this week, you're going to feel very settled down and you are empowered, okay? Just try not to get angry, because there's like a lot of passion, a lot of that root chakra, sacral chakra energy here that can quickly turn into anger, okay, if it's not channeled properly. So that's what I'm leaving you with. Do take care of yourself and have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you again later. Bye bye.